But soft white light through yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks it, she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, thy in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. Ay me! She speaks. She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious as the night, being o'er my head, as is winged messenger of heaven unto the white upturned wandering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself. Thou not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo doth thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou, thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunken 100 words of that stout utterance, yet I know thee sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither fear, saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither, tell me, and therefore the orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place doth considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
If I do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not that for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, but thou love me. Let them find me here, then life be better ended by their hate, and death poor roads wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou art this place?
By love, whose first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I let him eyes. I am no pilot yet. Wert thou as far as that vast shore, wash thee with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek, for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny. What would I have spoke but farewell compliment? Dost thou love me, but farewell? Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest thou mayst prove false, our lovers' perjuries, good sage of laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou thinks I'm too quickly won, I'll frown and be perseverous and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for thy world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behaviour light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst ere I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not admit this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath rediscovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear, that tips with silver all these fruit trees' tops.
Oh, swear by the moon, the inconsistent moon, that monthly changes in here circled o'er, let that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Don't swear at all. If thou wilt, swear by gracious self, which is the God of my adultery, and believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear, although I joy in thee. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be. Ere one can say, it lightens, sweet, good night. This bud of love, but summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, a sweet repose, and rest come to thee, to thy heart as within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, I give it to thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. Juliet! I hear some noise within, dear love. Adieu, anon. Good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed night, I am afeard, being in night, all this but a dream, too flattening sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. That thy bent of love be honorable. Thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, where and what time thou wilt perform the night, and on my fortune's foot I'll lay, and allow thee, my lord, throughout the world. Madam, I come anon, but if thou smell not well, I do beseech thee. Madam, by and by I come to cease thy suit, and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist! Oh, for the falconer's voice, to lure tassels gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lives, and make her every tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo! Romeo!
My dear,
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. It's 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll stay to have thee still forgetting other home but this. 'Tis almost morning, I would have thee gone.
'Tis almost morning, I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with silk thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep in peace so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father tell, his help to crave, and dear hap to tell.